Hey everybody, BrickLoot here today with an interesting kind of video. So this is not a video that I normally typically make. It's more of a storytime video, as many other non-LEGO YouTubers would call it when they're just going to sit in front of the camera and tell you a story. But this is really a storytime video about how I got the Velma LEGO minifigure. So this story does date back 4 years ago now to August 2015. So when I'm filming this video, it is August 2019. So in August 2015, 8-Ball Man, a LEGO YouTuber, received a package of LEGO Scooby-Doo sets. So these came out in 2015. I can't believe it's been 4 years. But anyway, he got a package of all the new LEGO Scooby-Doo sets from Warner Brothers. Kind of like I received the LEGO Ninjago movie box a few years later. He was one of the very first people to ever get one of these like cool influencer packages from Warner Brothers. And I remember it was really cool, contained all of the LEGO Scooby-Doo sets in it. Well, back in 2015, he was generous enough to actually do a giveaway for 2 of the larger sets that came with it.
And I'm doing a LEGO Scooby-Doo mystery giveaway. Now, I'm also going to give away the big boy right here, too.
He had a really cool giveaway. I'll show parts of the video in it here. It is where you could actually visit his LEGO City tour, count how many Scooby-Doo scenes he had in the collection, or for this bigger one here, in those Scooby-Doo scenes, what sig figs were used to make those scenes. So I remember 4 years ago, I took a lot of time, I entered it, made sure I got my entry in because I really wanted to win some of these sets, and I was actually fortunate enough to win.
This is for the mansion. This is the one you had to name all the sig figs, all 8 of them, who they were. So let's go 1 out of 40. And let's hit first time. Here we go, guys. Number 7. And we'll look at the paper here. I know you can't see it. I'll put a picture. Number 7 is Brad Wells.
So my prize was this Scooby-Doo set right here, the Haunted Mansion. I remember being really excited when I won, just because it's a really awesome set. It's a very large set, one of the bigger ones I had at the time. I didn't buy a lot of LEGO back in 2015. I was only 15 years old, so it was like a huge thing. I was so excited I won.
Hey everybody, BrickLoot here today, and I have a really big box. Look at how big this box is. This box is actually from 8-Ball Man because I won one of his giveaways that happened on August 1st, 2015. I was also really excited to finally get these 2 members of the Scooby Gang. Now I just have to collect the rest of them.
I ended up getting most of the other LEGO Scooby-Doo sets since then, but I was really excited at the time. So one of the things, I got the set for free, which is incredible. He shipped it to me from all the way from the States to Canada, which is very expensive, especially for a big set like this. So I was ecstatic. One of the things he did tell me before I got it 4 years ago was that he wasn't going to be including the Daphne LEGO minifigure and the Velma LEGO minifigure. Daphne right here, just because they were the only 2, they only came in this set. Daphne came in one other one, but he didn't want us to open that one up and steal the figs from it, so he was just stealing Velma and Daphne from this one. I was just so excited to be getting the set, and I figured they'd be doing more Scooby-Doo sets in the future, so I was not worried whatsoever. I got the set, loved it, built it, and then I had the 4 Scooby-Doo characters here, and I was perfectly happy. I honestly figured that they would be releasing more Scooby-Doo sets with Velma in it, and I thought I'd have lots of opportunity to get her. But boy was I wrong. I can't say I've been actively searching for the Velma minifigure for the last 4 years, but I've definitely been keeping my eye out for her. So like when I'd be on Facebook, I'd look for Scooby-Doo sets, because just to even buy this set again would be a lot cheaper than just buying the minifigure. Or I would go on BrickLink, see if any ones came up on BrickLink or eBay or anything like that. Anytime I went to a LEGO convention, including a couple Philly BrickFest, a couple ones in Toronto, I always asked the vendors if they had a Velma. I don't ever recall seeing one of them at any of the conventions, but I always asked, until this summer when it changed. I still, 4 years later, still actively looking for this Velma minifigure. I went to Bricks in the Six. That's why I'm wearing my Bricks in the Six shirt again. But I went to Bricks in the Six this past August, and I actually was going around the vendors on the Friday, and I was asking them, hey, do you have Velma? Do you have Velma? Do you have Velma? None of them had a Velma minifigure, which I wasn't surprised because it only came in one set. If they had it by now, they probably would have sold it. Anyway, I was just like, oh, I'm out of luck. I'm not too upset. I want the minifigure, but like, what am I going to do? Saturday then rolls around. I'm at the going through all the vendors again, and there was a new vendor there that had a bunch of minifigures out. So I was like, oh, I'll go see what they had. And much to my surprise, laying on the vendor table was the Velma LEGO minifigure, and I was shocked. It was on sale for $100, which is very expensive for a LEGO minifigure. But it was laying there, and it was in the bag. It had a couple accessories with it, and I was like, I couldn't believe it. I was really excited. So like I looked at it and I was like, oh, I wonder maybe I should make an offer. I decided I'd walk around and wait a little. $100 is just a lot of money to be spending on a singular minifigure that only is 4 pieces. Like, it's just a lot. I've been spending a lot of money recently on Lego, and I just was like trying to justify it. So I like was walking around, checking BrickLink, eBay, stuff like that, to see like, oh, maybe I should buy it today, just get it over with. I have been hunting for it for the last 4 years. It's just going up in value. It's not going down. I looked on BrickLink. The prices were pretty close. I figured if I could get, bargain with them and get it for a little bit less, that would be a perfect price. So I was hemming and hawing. My dad was there. I was talking to him about it. He was like, oh, I don't know. It's $100 is ridiculous for a minifigure. I'm like, I know. I even texted my mom because she knew how much I wanted the Velma to see what she would say. And then she was like, $100 is insane. So I just went around the convention, started filming, forgot about it for a few hours. Well, towards the end, I decided I would go back and see if they had Velma and how much they would take it for. So when I walked over to the Velma booth where it was, Velma was actually gone. She was sold. And so I asked them, I'm like, oh, did you sell Velma? I thought maybe they just like had it behind the counter because, it's a pretty rare figure. They didn't want it to be stolen. And he let me know that, yeah, they had sold Velma. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Somebody must be really lucky. I was a little disappointed because, you know what, I really, really wanted Velma, and I was really excited to see her, but she was gone. So I was like, oh, I'll just get her another time. I wasn't like upset about it, but I was a little like, oh, I should have just bought it when I had the opportunity. Fast forward a few days later, my parents were visiting me in Toronto. They were visiting my studio and stuff like that, just for the weekend, for the LEGO convention, just to tour around a little. Then we went to IKEA because I wanted to pick up a new shelf for my sealed Lego sets. And we're actually here. My dad's building the shelves for me. He changed the table color out as well. We got different things to the studio. And he looked, and he's like, oh, where do you keep the sprue? He called it like a sprue or something like that. He didn't say the right name, and like the golden sprue that I have right like at the top shelf that I always talk about. But he's like, oh, where do you keep that? I'm like, oh, I was standing like right off to the side. I was like, oh, it's right there on the top shelf. And then I like corrected how he said it. And I went back to the other side of the studio and was like just showing my mom and my sister stuff. And he asked about the sprue again. And he like kept saying the wrong thing. So at this point I'm getting like frustrated. I'm like, okay, come on, Dad. Like, I'm correcting you. Stop saying it wrong. And my mom was laughing. She thought it was funny. And my sister was just like rolling her eyes because he's getting it wrong, right? He mentioned that's the sprue like 5 or 6 times, and even as we're leaving the studio, he's like, how much did I pay for that? Like, he was just like egging me on about the sprue, and then I was like completely like just not even paying attention. And then my sister asked about a minifigure that I keep up there, so I went to get it for her, and to my surprise, Velma was sitting on top of the golden sprue. So at this point, my mom is like in tears laughing so hard because she knew right away from the first time my dad asked about the golden sprue that he had put the Velma minifigure on display there to see if I would notice it. And then me being as oblivious, I'm very detail oriented, but being as oblivious as I was in the moment, I completely missed the Velma minifigure, and I completely missed the hints that why he was bringing up the sprue 5 or 6 times during his visit. But here is Velma. I'm really, really excited to have this. So I guess when I was filming the rest of the convention, my dad actually went on his phone and he pulled up Velma to see on BrickLink to see like what the value was, where you could get it by the time you get it shipped and everything like that. And he managed, I don't know how much he ended up paying for, but he bought this Velma for me as a gift. He got a little bit of a better discount than the $100 from the vendor, and he picked it up for me because he knew how much, he really knew how much I wanted this Velma and how much I really wanted to complete my Lego collection. So the Scooby-Doo minifigure number 5. As you can see on the packaging here, it does say $100, so it definitely, I'm not making this story up, but I was just so, I've never even taken it out of the bag. I got this a few weeks ago now. I haven't really been here since, but I'm so excited because now my Lego minifigure collection for Scooby-Doo is finally complete. I thought it was the nicest thing that he put it up there, and I thought it was the nicest thing that like him and my mom surprised me with this, because they've known for the last 4 years how much I really wanted this Lego minifigure to complete my collection. My mom always asks me anytime I go to a convention or anything like that, was there a Velma, or anything like that, because she just knows it was one of those minifigures that like I was actively looking for. So when I saw it up on the shelf there on the sprue, I was like absolutely shocked. My sister couldn't believe that they paid anywhere close to that for a Lego minifigure. It's ridiculous, but I'm really excited that I have it, and it meant so much to me that it was like a surprise as well, and not just like, here, let's buy this minifigure. Like, it was hidden. Apparently they wanted to keep it hidden until Christmas and surprise it for me there, but they were afraid of keeping a teeny tiny minifigure hidden until Christmas. They figured they would lose it, and they definitely didn't want to lose Velma. Or, knowing me, they figured I'd go buy it or something like that, and now I'd have 2. But anyway, I'm really, really excited for this Velma minifigure. I'm going to open it up here on camera for the very first time, touch it, It looks so awesome. I am so excited to add her to my collection. She even came with the map here and her world famous magnifying glass. But I'm really excited to be able to add Velma to my Lego Scooby-Doo collection here. I will definitely have to do something really great to integrate her into the collection. I should also have said this at the start of the video, but as a kid, Scooby-Doo is my absolute favorite series. Like, I watched the movies, I watched the TV shows, animated, non-animated. Like, I loved Scooby-Doo as a kid. It was like my absolute favorite show. So now that I have the entire Scooby Gang in Lego, when Lego is my favorite toy, it's absolutely amazing. So I can't thank my parents enough for surprising me with this Velma Lego minifigure. I really hope you enjoyed this story time. Thank you, Apefall Man, for giving me this set 4 years ago, 2015. It's hard to believe how long we've all been doing YouTube, but it's been an amazing journey, and I can't thank you enough. So thanks everybody so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy this story time video, please let me know. We'll maybe have to consider doing one of these again. Thanks again to my parents for this Velma minifigure. It means a lot. I'm so excited to have added this to my collection. And yeah, now I'm ready to go. So thanks so much for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and of course subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.